Alright man, so if you're new to the channel, man, I really normally do Crown Victorias and everything, but I'm switching over partially to do motorcycles and everything. And if you've been keeping up with the channel, man, you've seen that I had rebuilt this engine here. That boy is good. I got assistance, alright? You know what I mean? There's a coach that goes in and says, alright, do that play, do that play, do that play. I did all the mechanical fixings and everything, and certain delicate parts I couldn't really do because I'm new to this, but all in all, I did rebuild the engine. We had a fiasco. We thought that the valves were bad, right? A collapsed valve or something like that, you know, because we're overthinking. But it ended up being a tensioner. Now, these tensioners on this bike is very delicate. You got to twist and lock and then put in and then unrelease, and it's just a headache versus a CBR 1000, a better situation. Now, also too, we were here to like umpteen hours a clock last night trying to figure out the timing on this situation here. Well, we'll go through that another time. Now, what I'm doing right now is a daggone bikini wash. Now, I shouldn't be doing this. Somebody else should be doing this, but this is what I'm doing. Because, you know, you never know who may come and show up at a certain time. So we did all the powder coating. I didn't do the powder coating. My man Jay's wife, she did the great job powder coating. She's the powder coating queen around here. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get my skills up like hers and surpass her skills. That's my plan. So what I'm doing is a bikini wash. Man, I don't supposed to be doing this. I feel crazy washing this bike, but I got to do it because we don't know if the customer's coming later, today, tomorrow, and will we have enough time to actually clean it. So we take a couple of downtime right now to go ahead and clean this bike here, and then we're going to go and test ride this bike here again. We did it a few times, but you know what I mean, we're going to really go out there and give it a little spin. So let me get back to washing this, and then we can go ahead and do some other stuff and talk about a 1998 Jaguar xj8. It is beat. As you can hear, the timing chain. Everybody in the video, when you look at it, he's like, man, this car is pretty daggone clean. I mean, it's doable, it's workable. It's not like it's bad or anything like that. But for my taste, I would really, you know, really clean it up and make it really look good. But it's very doable, man. When you look on the side of the car, it is good. It needs paint. 1998. You kind of look there, look here. You can see the paint is weathered. You can see that the clear coat that's a typical thing with a lot of these cars here. A little bit of rust spots right there, and then you know there's like little cosmetic stuff like wires hanging, which I don't really understand. And I didn't clean anything. I left everything as is. You know, and as you can see there is some rust over there. I didn't try to clean it up to try to make it look really clean or anything. I just left it as is. Where we come from, this interior is not that bad. Many of you guys who have luxury cars may think that this interior is really not that great, but you got to remember it's a 1998 and this car has a lot of miles on it. So with this interior looking this way, it's really not that bad. The headliner is bad. There's some holes everywhere. The seats are in really good condition. Some of the clear coat on the wood grain is starting to peel off due to aging and also being in the sun all the time. Now up in here is bad, man. You know, some people try to tape it. You know that you do these things cost a lot of money that to do the headliner. So they opt out on that. Now, have you guys ever dealt with a car like this? I have. I used to have a Jaguar back in the day. Now this one is a little bit more up to date, but here's the thing. Now I'm gonna fix this because I want to fix it because I want to make some money. It's not my car, it's my brother's car. So what ends up happening is that this car is going to end up being my car. Now, I don't want it. You can just tell. I don't know if you guys ever worked on cars and you could tell that you're end up with the car. I'd rather the little bit of change right about now. I don't want another car, but I can see the writing on the wall. Now, if this was a supercharged one, Now, if that car was this, we had something really special here. And there would be no question about it, how I will be keeping it. But it's the regular joint with a timing chain situation. And it's all on that side right there. Typical side that all of these joints have been messing up on, even on the 4.6 double overhead cam engine. Plastic chain guides, plastic tensioners. These are for high revving engines and they need a little bit more. And this right here, this iron tensioner and some iron guides, they will do the trick for you. Or just metal guides. They're not iron, but they're metal. Instead of the plastic ones that they normally put on these engines, which is just crazy. They're just trying to save money in all types of ways. But see that right here? This tensioner only goes one way. Once it's locked in this position, it will never go back. You have to go underneath here and unlock it right there and it'll come back. This is the one that you need in your vehicle. And I know that the Jaguar does not have this mechanism. Even on the new one here, which is an iron one, you can see that it has a little dowel in it, right? This ain't gonna work. But it will work because it'll probably be better than the one that is in there. So one of these days we're going to install that completely. I'm not in the mood right now. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be going down back to the shop and check out this Suzuki because it has a timing chain issue. All right, taking some pulls. Let's go see what it looked like on the other side.
Without tension on that cam, it's a delay, just like your rear wheel, just like your final drive, right? Remember, dude thought his clutch was bad,
right? But
his chain was slapping like this. Plus, he had a bald rear tire, so when he was on throttle, he's fine. Bike's moving, but when he lets throttle go, he gets back on throttle. What happens? Is that delay, a lag. So by the time the chain hooks, he gets power again, now you got the slippery wheel. So it feels like when you hit the throttle, that delay feels like the clutch is slipping because the bike's not moving. So for that split second, you feel that jolt. You think it's your clutch kicking back on, but it's not. You got two problems. You got a slacky chain and a ball tire. So every time it hooks and he gets under torque, he gets that quick slip at the rear wheel.
Right.
So he's thinking his clutch is bad. Now his bike is perfect just by adjusting his chain. It's not perfect because he needs a new rear wheel.
Right.
So now he's really going to burn out that rear wheel because the chain's adjusted. But it's the same theory with the cam. The cam is supposed to always be under tension. Same way the cam gets lazy if there's no tension on the chain. It's like a little loose spot in that chain. You see in the middle when we put our finger down?
Yeah.
You get that little sink?
Yeah.
That bridge needs to be tight. That bridge ain't tight, it's too loose.
You get
right. Now you have a cam where, especially if the teeth are worn on the cam chain, that little difference of where the cams don't move at the same time for that split second, and that sensor's picking that up.
So that's why when you really ride it, acceleration, deceleration, you get that little loop in there. It catches again, but it's a little loop.
Right.
So the sensor catches that, and then
by the time you cut the damn thing off, try to start it again. That's it.
But it still starts after it gets cold.
After it gets cold.
That's where it gets funny.
Yeah, because you have that metal. Same thing with the valves. Valves are cool. Hot valves. Well, your clearances will be tighter.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, man, look, I had to cut that video short. I know some of you guys was like, what is he talking about? What? Well, in a nutshell, that means that I got to go in and mess with some timing stuff, which I was not feeling from the giddy up. I don't know how to do it with the engine inside the frame. I would have to drop the whole engine, probably like you do. You know what I mean? Or I mean, like you do. So he knows the technical way of doing it. You know what I mean? It's a technique when you're doing these bikes. You know what I mean? You just can't go with Neanderthal. You got to really prep, plan, and then execute. We just go in with no plan. Can't do that with a bike. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to really prep and plan and everything, man. If you want to see more videos about the bully bikes and motorcycle stuff, man, you can click the link right there, right? And if it ain't there yet, don't worry about it. It'll be there someday. Today, tonight, something. It'll be there. Don't worry about it. But for my man right there, John, your name has been in the video all throughout the video, in and out, man. Thank you so much for the donation towards the channel in that way, bro. Thank you so much, man. And if you guys want to donate like my man John did, yo, you can click the link in the description below there on your daggone phone, and I would really do appreciate it. But me, I'd rather some junk parts. If you got some old Mustang parts, hit me up, let me know. I will just pay for the shipping, man. I would like to get some parts and valve covers and stuff like that, man. I would really do appreciate it. Now let's get back to this situation here, man. We got this cover on. It's looking good, man. It's looking really slick. I really like the black with the dark gray. Dope. Now we got this over here. Finally got the valve covers on. All right, I remixed this thing around twice already, right? But it's good now. And we got the front cover on. We got the daggone what do you call that? Oil pan. Yeah, we got that on. It's been a lot, man. A lot of things are going on, man. I just want to thank you guys for bearing with me throughout this time, man, because, you know, I'm not posting that many videos. I'm doing these motorcycle stuff, and car stuff's just a little taste, man, because when it gets dark out like this, what can you do? Nothing. You know what I mean? I just do a little bit, put a valve cover on, put this on, make sure this fits, spray paint this, make this look nice. You know what I mean? Now I got to clean all up in there. So I got to turn the engine upside down. I got to drain the oil out because I've been pressurizing it, you know, getting and spinning the crank, and you know what I mean, I want to make sure this thing runs, man, even though it's not going to really run that well because we just don't know. It's a blown engine that we just cleaned up and just making it roll, man. So we just going to keep going with it, and we just going to keep rocking with it. We're going to learn something today. So we'll see you guys on the next one, man. Thank you for bearing with me, bros. And check out all the Panther videos, man, like my man Chuck, my man Butler. Check out my man E85. Check out my man Dizzle, aka Doyle Thompson, man. Check out everybody. And if I'm forgetting you guys, man, sorry about that. But hey, we'll get you on the next video, man. And if I forget somebody, let me know who I forgot. So we'll see you guys on the next one, man. All right, later.